Hello and welcome. This is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. This channel evaluates all aspects of true crime. As you are aware, videos and live streams in this genre often discuss elements of crime that may be disturbing to some viewers. If necessary, take the precautions needed to avoid these feelings. Factual information related to cases is the key to fostering rational true crime discussions. Fortunately, you will find that here. Please hit the like button only once, share the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you very much for watching. What's going on, freaks? Is that today? Oh yeah, they're breathing over there. Yes, that is the dogs. Okay, we're only allowed one hello a person. Okay, one hello a person. So use it wisely. One hello a person. All right, say hello all, and you got it. All right, excellent. There you go. All right, fantastic. A little too friendly, if you ask me. I'm just kidding. I don't really care. It's just strange how the hellos continue for the first 45 minutes of the show. And then they go, Greg, could you repeat what you said? No, I cannot. Thank you very much. Hey, by the way, that one website that we were playing yesterday with the helicopter footage that showed the body on the ground, they edited that part out. But it was pretty far away and blurry, but you could definitely see her on the ground. And we have the pin right where it was. So we were able to determine where the location was on the property yesterday on the show. Now they don't have three. They have one person of interest. Yeah. Anyways, we already know, Chris. Can you read the title? Thanks. Thanks for. I live there, everybody. I'm gonna just jump in and tell everybody what I know. All right. So here's the thing: is it's in this Argo apartment complex right here. And I remember on the show yesterday we were saying there are all these homes over here. Maybe somebody came from over here, but it looks like they came from right down here in this apartment complex. And look how it's absolutely connected right to. I mean, you can literally walk out the back and be... Remember that lake we were looking at yesterday? I mean, that lake is right here. And that's where the body was. So the apartment they're looking at is right here. So it's amazing how close this person of interest is. They probably have I wonder what makes them a person of interest, because they obviously would have walked back there. They wouldn't have driven. But maybe there's some Ring doorbell camera, etc. Yeah, they all they did was question it, but they have one person of interest. Yeah, I know that they had three individuals that they were questioning. Jeez. Oh boy. Hold on a second. Let me get rid of that person. I can always tell when there's a troll. Alright. Okay, good. Good luck. Alright, let's see. There's a whole bunch of stuff on Twitter regarding it. You know, like they're looking around in these... Right at the... I guess this is a Chevron gas station. We could take a look at that. They're looking for places where somebody may have dumped a murder weapon. I think they're probably looking for a knife. Hold on, I recorded something though. I'm gonna go get that really quick. It happened yesterday. We did a whole show on it last night, Judy. Okay, so if you're not aware, I'll just have to start over again. It's amazing. It shows you the people that don't watch the show. So anyways, this is the University of Georgia campus. We have a there was a body found. Okay, so how it worked is she went jogging. There's a girl that went jogging on the campus. All right, and when she went jogging on the campus, she was, probably supposed to be back in a certain amount of time, but wasn't back. So the friend of hers called the campus police over at the University of Georgia. She's actually from right over here, the University of Augusta University for Nursing here. And the victim's name is Laken Hope Riley. That is the name that Zozo was seeing on social media yesterday. I'm just not going to throw out a name until it's verified like that, because there was really just rumor mill stuff, people typing. But it turns out it is Laken Hope Riley, and she was found after the University of Georgia police went looking for her in here, or somewhere around here. They didn't know where she was. They just knew that she was on the hiking trails over here. And they found her on the ground over here. And if you watch last night's show, you can actually see, it's really blurry and small, but you can see her on the ground, looks like on her back, perhaps, with, looks like she had like white shoes on and black pants maybe, and a light shirt, and she was laying on her back. And then today, they have a person of interest in this Argo apartment complex right here. They're definitely out on the street looking over there. Just a second. Let me get... Yeah, you guys should watch the show a little more often. Yeah, how about block whoever that Janice child is? Yeah, you always get idiots like that use it as their opportunity to jump in with such vigor. Can you figure how... and it's been all over the news, too, so that's what's a little strange. It's like all over the news. If you watch any national news, any news at all, anything on Twitter, everywhere, this story is already out there. Yes, you are. Yeah, you definitely are one, Janice. All right, so go do something else. You'll not be allowed here ever again. Let's see. Can you determine how far the trail was? Yeah, it was. Well, I put it on Twitter. It's 0.3 miles from here to the apartment complex. You don't have television? Jesus. Wow. All right. Yeah, I mean, it almost feels like it's part of the campus. I mean, it's just right there, right next to it. It's not far away at all, maybe 1.5 miles or something, not even that. Okay, good for you. I don't believe people when they say they don't have a television. That's like saying, I don't breathe air. I mean, give me a break. And by the way, Janice, the show wasn't about you, okay? I know you wanted to make it about you, but it wasn't about you, all right? Go make the show about you somewhere else. I don't believe it. I don't believe people when they say that. I have a TV, just no cable. Yeah. All right, I guess people don't have TVs. Your TV's on YouTube? All right. Awesome. Any breaking news? Case I have to come to Gray for the facts and the visual. All right, I'm trying to find this recording that I just made. Is it that one? No, this one. So this is just a recent.
All right, 1 second. Yeah, just tell me when you're ready. That's fine. I want to do this once.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Is everybody ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. University of Georgia Police have identified a person of interest who is being questioned. We want to stress that this continues to be an active, ongoing investigation, and we will provide updates as circumstances warrant. Did you all get it?
Yes.
Okay.
Do they live here?
I don't have any further information. I don't have any further information to share.
Sir, there were reports that 3 people were taken away in handcuffs, but you're saying one person of interest.
The University of Georgia Police have identified a person of interest.
Okay.
Okay, and who is being questioned at this time.
Let me ask a different question here. A lot of people love the University of Georgia. This has been a very painful time for people who love this university.
Mm-hmm.
As someone who works here,
Mm-hmm.
can you just speak for just how difficult this has been, especially with the loss of such a long, young, beautiful life?
Anytime a life is lost is difficult, but you can rest assured that the University of Georgia Police, in cooperation, well, you can all see, with Athens Clarke County Police and the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, are continuing to work around the clock to resolve this crime and to bring anyone involved with it to justice.
There have been parents from across the country who sent their kids here, who believe in this university. Can you maybe assure them that you guys are doing the most you can to resolve this?
Good. The safety and security of the university. Let me just start that again. There is no higher priority at the University of Georgia than the safety and security of our campus. I can assure
Thank you,
people that
Danielle.
the University of Georgia Police, in cooperation with the Athens Clarke County Police, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, and other law enforcement, are providing whatever assistance is needed to solve this crime and to bring anyone connected with it to justice.
Should students and their parents feel more at ease knowing there's a person of interest right now in custody, or is it too soon?
I'm not going to speculate on this. Again, this is an ongoing investigation, and we do not want to say anything beyond that at this time.
Can I ask
Okay.
one more question?
One more.
One
Okay,
more.
and
So,
then I
you
got
know,
really got to go.
Despite this tragedy, everything that's going on, we saw campus tours are still going on. There's still kids that chose not to go home for the weekend. What does that say about?
Huh? What are you talking about, Cindy? Jesus. Let's see.
Solve this crime and to bring anyone connected with it to justice.
Should students and their parents
Brian Enton's in the shot over here. Oh, he's asking a question. Who cares? God, you know what's weird about Brian Enton is he gets sent around all these places and gets to be able to do it. But when he was, he got everything started on Gabby Petito. That guy was ridiculous in that case. He is better now, but my God, you guys act like he's just some sort of, oh, Brian Enton's the greatest freaking reporter in the history of the world, even though he got so many things wrong on that documentary he was just on. Unbelievable.
feel more at ease knowing there's a person of interest right now in custody, or is it too soon?
I'm not going to speculate.
Didn't even recognize him. How do you like that? Hey, thanks, Holly Miranda. I mean, the funny thing is the Delphi case, he didn't have, when he was on that special recently, he was clueless. I mean, literally clueless on it. So, you know, you can take with that whatever you want, but how about do a little research before you get on a show? All right, but if they spoke highly of you, you'd be on cloud 9. Of who did? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Hey, thanks, Tamster. Hi, Gray and Freaks got thrown off 3 top of a 15-foot ladder, crashed through my wood fence and landed on my back. The neighborhood or yards so been broken and broke. These college cases scare me to death. Yeah, it's creepy, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, sure, everybody likes to get compliments, but when you put something out that's just totally full of misinformation and not accurate, that's when somebody says something, okay? That's what I do. Now, if I did the same thing, I hope people do the same thing. Wow, he put out information that isn't true. Okay, but you'll have a hard time doing that. And if I do put out something that turns out to not to be true later because law enforcement said something and then changed it later, I always correct myself every single time. Right? I don't care. It's about getting the correct information out there. Right? So I have complimented Enton at times on various things, but man, he was it was absurd what he was saying on the Delphi special. He didn't even know the case. Never seen him talk about it. And they bring him in because he's one of the horses on that channel. It's like, give me a... Jesus. Come on, you guys. Be better. Most of these true crime people are clueless. No, it's amazing, isn't it? Like, you know all this stuff and you know it's factual. And then you hear people still spouting out just some random stuff that some 4-year-old could have explained to them. Yeah, so this is what's interesting today. They're looking in this apartment complex right here. And you go like this, and right behind that, they were standing right here in that interview, by the way. I think just right there. Unless they were on the other side of the street. I don't know. Let me check that again. No, they were right here. Yep, and so right back here is the apartment complex. And then this is where the person of interest is. And look how crazy this is. You just walk right behind it over here. There's trails and it leads you right back up into the area. I mean, this isn't far at all. It's only 0.3 miles from right this pin to that pin. Not even a quarter of a mile. What do you think of that? Thanks, Sandy Shirley. Man, I hope you're feeling better, Tamster. That's crazy. Haven't seen you in a long time. Broken right ribs and lots of bruising. Yeah, Brian says who else was arrested? Oh, so that never actually happened? That statement? Sybil? That's crazy. Yeah, so what are you guys thinking here in terms of just speculating on what this... You think this is somebody that she knew? That maybe she dated or something? Or I think it's just a stalker. A person that was maybe even just hunting a victim. Like they live here and they go to this trail over here and wait for somebody, and she fit into a trap and he attacked her. If they live right here, I mean, it's so convenient. It'd be one thing if the person lived over here. I would think it was somebody maybe she dated or something, somebody far away. But this sort of makes the odds of it being somebody that is a predator much higher. Don't you agree? They got him fast. They got him fast, so there must be some connection. Yeah. Well, you sort of wonder if there's a sex offender living. I didn't see any that close, though, on the chart. One living there. It could just be there's some Ring cameras that picked up a person perhaps walking, on the side over here. They might have trail cameras out there. We don't know. I'll get that back, the sound in the background again. Yeah. I was saying, I'm sure he was a hunter. What? That doesn't make him a hunter. It just means he's in the woods hunting a victim. All right. Anyways, I think we were just looking at this. So right here, this, I think it was right on the other side. Let me see where that led. So I guess if you just walk up onto here, you can go right back there. I don't know if there's a fence or anything. That's, unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's street view back here. Oh wait, there is. So let's see what it looks like right over there on the edge of that apartment. Might be able to take a look at it. Right, Cindy. Right. Jesus. Anyways, yeah, I think there might be a fence right over there. And then there's a path right over here. Yeah, so that thing we were just looking at right there, that path going this way goes right behind it. And I bet you can, I mean, there's a garbage, I don't know if there's a fence right here, but it'd be pretty easy just to hop over that fence that we were looking at a minute ago. You could see it. Yeah, see right there, I can see, I think that's a fence. I don't know though. Might not be. But right here, down that path right there, that goes right behind that apartment complex, and then there's tons of trails, looks like. Like right there, there's one that goes in there. Probably brings you out right near the, onto the trails here. There's, looks like there's a train track right there. That was crazy though yesterday, you guys, when we were watching the helicopter footage and could see her body laying on her back, but it was really blurry and small, but you could definitely tell that that was a human. Let's see. Okay, this says person of interest questioned after woman found dead. A person of interest is being questioned after a college student was found dead Thursday on the campus of the University of Georgia, officials said. University police did not offer details on the person, stressing in a statement that this continues to be an active, ongoing investigation into the death of 22-year-old Laken Hope Riley. Officials said that Riley, who was not a student at the University of Georgia, but did attend college at another institution, that was the, like Augusta College, hold on, let me get the name of it. It's right here, the Augusta University, and it's a nursing school. So a student at the, she was not a student there. She had gone for a jog and was later found dead with visible injuries in a forested area behind Lake Herrick on Thursday. Police said foul play was suspected, and on Friday the case was called a homicide investigation. There was heavy police presence Friday at an apartment about a mile from Lake Herrick. It's only 0.3 miles. Riley was a student at the Augusta University College Nursing Athens campus. We have learned this morning that authorities in Athens have confirmed the identity of our college nursing student who passed away Thursday. You mean was murdered. The university said in a statement, "We extend our deepest sympathies to the family of Laken Riley, a junior and Dean's List student who studied at our campus in Athens." Man. Sounds like she was really smart, too. I think this is her here. Studies at University of Georgia, it says in this one. Let me see if this other one. There's another one with that exact. I mean, how could? Oh, it says Larkin. This is Lakin. But this is the correct one here. So that's her. Kind of. I mean, that's generally the physical sort of structure it seemed like the person on the ground had. I don't know, I could pull up yesterday's show. Maybe I was going to look at it again just to see if I could determine better where on the ground it was. If you guys want me to do that or not. From yesterday.
The Genesis GV70.
The Genesis
375 horsepower.
Okay. Let's take a look at. Really? Okay. Do we know who these? No, we don't know who they are. I'm just going to use that little. Yeah, I'm just going to. I think it's right in here. This area. I think we're close. So, I don't know. We'll see later. Hey, thanks Zoe413. Your helicopter feed. If anybody finds it.
In Athens, in Georgia. Here a live look from News Chopper 2. Channel 2's Michael Dowden just got to the scene. Is joining us
with injuries as we report that they did.
Yeah, right here. That's her right there on the ground.
End up the intramural fields, Lake Herrick.
Maybe somebody can find a longer helicopter university as a channel. That right there is actually her, and that's her like arm and pants, and that's pants right there. I think that actually is her. Hey, thanks, Peter. That's a person.
We also have
lying
learned
there.
that is foul play. We also have learned that classes will be canceled for the rest of the evening and tomorrow.
Yeah, now we don't know if that's how she was found like that either. No, I just turned off my ad blocker because it doesn't play certain things.
Tomorrow, as they try to deal with the fallout of this, and there will also be a news conference as we expect to learn more.
Yeah, so that was her on the ground there, and based on other information it seems like it was right here. We were using a different I think we were using a different map at the time. It was further back. Let me see. I think it was, well, that was pretty close, but it was really sparse. This one right here. So on one of the images out there, the vehicles were parked right here, and then you could see the path going around like that. And so this is likely, it might be a little closer, something like, right in here, something like that. But just off of this path right there. They had this part blocked off over here, and so that's the location. Yeah, she did live nearby there. She went to school at a school like right there. Like she actually went to school here. Now it would be interesting if she lived in the same apartment complex, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be crazy if she lived in the Argo apartments and there was a stalker in there and followed her out jogging, and that's what led to the tip? People going, oh yeah, there's this creepy guy she kept mentioning inside of her apartment complex. I mean, I think that would make some sense. I mean, because you could live here and go to school right there. It's really close. You don't have to live over here. Let's see. The distance is... It's only 2 miles right there. She used to go to UGA, then transferred. Oh, really? Okay. So she did go to UGA, and then she went to the nursing school. Nursing is a great profession to be in because you can basically go wherever you want to go. You don't have to rely on the economy or anything like that. You just show up somewhere and you're hired. But sometimes it's hard to get into nursing school, which is strange because they're always so short of nurses, but it's hard to get into the school. They don't teach enough people is what the problem is. It's not like, oh, we just got to take the very best of the very best. It's a lottery. Like they actually have this lottery system where you get put in and they choose out of it. Just luck. In Oregon anyways. Yeah, well, I think teaching is one that they should change that up a bit. Got to get higher quality people in there. Get rid of the pensions. Give them way more pay, though, when they're working. Give them a generous 401k option. Get rid of the freaking retirement plans. And get higher, make it something that people want to get into because you can make a good living and they're smart instead of just having a bunch of just some of the dumbest people I've ever heard teaching kids. Whew, wow. Unbelievable. All right. Gray, that's so mean. Well, you know what? Why is it hard to fire a teacher if they suck, You should be able to fire one in 5 seconds. Nope, man. They got all kinds of union rules and everything. And it's embarrassing. All right, let's see. But anyways, what are you thinking here? Do you think it's a student that goes to the school, or do you think maybe it's a worker that works on the grounds there? Maybe it's, I don't know, it could be just about anything. I mean, the guy that we thought maybe Rachel Moran, or I think it was Moran, right? We were thinking maybe last night that perhaps that was the same killer, somebody jogging. But I mean, the odds of that are really low, and I doubt he's the guy that they've arrested because they would have said, we think we've just solved 3 cases. It would have been a lot bigger than that. So you're going to say student? Yeah. Of course, if you say, hey, maybe it's one of the millions of people that have poured over the border, people go, oh, that's mean. Who knows, man? There's a lot of violent predators that have been coming over, okay? Most of the people coming over are just trying to make money and provide a better life for themselves, but there's a lot of really, really, really bad people that have been pouring over the border. I think you guys probably know that, right, in your heart, not just, well, Gray, give me some proof, you bastard. Well, look at New York City where they beat the hell out of a cop. That's the mentality they had. Can you believe that? They come over here, and their first thought is, hey, let's beat up a cop on the street. Man, that shows you a total lack of any, that's just crazy. Yeah, they just said that up above. A lot of Hispanic, non-English speaking live in that complex. Are you sure, Chris? No, that would be, that's definitely that's something that I think is a possibility. I think what we're going to find is a lot of an increase in violent crimes coming up in the next couple of years. We need more cops, and they need to be paid better. Right. Well, the thing is, to be admitted, though, you don't have to be top tier, because once they fill it up, you have to be in a lottery in Oregon. So it's not like you have to be top tier. You just have to qualify, and then they have a lottery. At least it used to be like that. I don't know if it's like that anymore. Okay, well, I think we're all updated. They definitely have a police presence. They have arrested, or not arrested, well, they've likely detained a person of interest, for sure, that was in this apartment complex right here for the murder Hold on a second. I don't have her name memorized right now. Of Lakin Hope Riley. I'm going to put her name right here. Lakin Hope Riley. And, you know, just think how horrendous this is for her parents. You know, all those years, they get her into college. She's going there. She's one of the best students, has a massively bright future ahead of herself. And some absolute wacko monster goes in there and kills her. I mean, what a pile of shit. Okay? Nothing else you can call them other than that. And it doesn't matter where they're from or who did it or anything. They're the same thing. A pile of crap. Like 10 minutes from Athens. The other one was in Winder. Oh, there's another complex like that. So you're saying that the Argo Apartments has a lot of like non-English speaking people living here? And the people that you saw being arrested, what did they look like? Or with the handcuffs on them? Chris. No other way to describe exactly. Get Freak. I mean, I don't know. I don't think Teespring even works anymore. They changed something over there. I'm gonna get rid of all my merch and start over again. What do you mean my other channels? I don't know what you're saying, Salty. Gray, I'll email you. Gray, about your other channels. What does that even mean? Every parent's nightmare. Yes. No other way to describe exactly. Doesn't keep up with the what sites is he referring to? Yeah, I don't really do stuff on Nefarious much anymore, or ever really, and also the one that was called Personal Paranormal. And what that was is when everybody in their life has something they can't explain. That's what I want, but I can't stand when people call in and go, I see ghosts. Okay, bye. All right? All right, see you later. But if you saw something that was weird one time, that's what we did, but I just decided, forget it. I started getting too into, people would call in and be one of those people that hear things, and, then it's like, okay, forget it. Where she lived, don't know. Yeah, I thought it was kind of fun. I made some good videos on there, interviewing people. Begone Shadow Man. That was a good one. But I'm not sure what you're talking about, Salty. I never had one. Oh, Monsters Among Us. That was me and Chasing Truth, but I don't know. She doesn't really do much anymore, to be honest with you. Yeah, we're friends still, but she just, I don't know. He does a live stream every once in a while, but doesn't really do. Yep, you can't jog anymore without wondering if something's going to happen to you. That's absolutely true. Probably should have a concealed carry permit if you're a jogger these days. And I don't mean mace, I mean, a weapon. Okay? They make some small ones for you guys, for you gals. I think the word guys is turned into a it doesn't have a gender associated with it. Nowhere is safe anymore. It's the same here in England. Yeah, well, England's, man, what a scary place that is. Only the bad guys have the guns, Nobody has guns. The cops can't even have guns until well, you can have a gun if something, then you have to go get it and do all this crap. Where over here, it's on you at all times. Yeah, it's obvious somebody knew that she would go jogging there. But it makes you wonder if she lived here and this person saw her about to go jogging and knew that she would do that and then followed her from a distance, or just saw that she went jogging and maybe from other times knew her route out there, and then she probably was jogging right along this road here and then was abducted and pulled into this area over here. I mean, the killer is lucky somebody else didn't. I bet you that it's likely he didn't get into the assault portion, but I know what they're doing right now is they've already collected probably a sample of DNA, whether touch or some other element like that, off of her, and are probably going to compare it to their suspect immediately. But it just feels like, I mean, if the suspect they have, and it is the person, lives here, he's either somebody that would go here often to hunt a victim, and she just happened to be the one. Or, she's a student just right over here, so not far away at all, just right there. And maybe she lives right here, and he was just watching her. And the reason I'm saying that is because they were able to determine him to be a suspect or a person of interest. And how would they have done that unless there was some previous encounter? I mean, given where this is, he would have went through the woods over here, likely not really caught on camera. So something is connecting this person to her, right? So that's what it feels like, that somehow, and it could have just been random too, like maybe she lives over here and walked through the complex to go to here, and he saw her and then went there. But again, how would you link it to him specifically? So this might be something where she knew him or had complained of somebody looking at her in her own apartment complex before. Hey, thanks, Salty. And welcome again, M22, for the 7 millionth time. Yeah. Right, but yeah, but the thing is he's so close to the park here. I just explained why I think there might be previous connection, because how did they get to a person of interest? Now, there might have been video of some guy walking around and then turning and going into that apartment complex. Don't know. But it just feels like there might be some sort of connection, whether it was her just saying something or people canvassed the apartment complex that she lived in. Does anybody know where she lived? Does anybody have that information? I mean, she lived in the dorms, and I don't really know how they connected him. But if they went in and canvassed her apartment complex and started saying, "Hey, you know her? Oh yeah, there was always this guy though that was kind of bugging her a little bit," and then it led to them, something like that. Tom Tan. Great, thank you as always, and best of luck with some fishing with your family in the future. Who are you, Tom Tan? Who are you? Yeah, hopefully we catch some fish. Yeah. Do I know you, Tom Tan? Let's see. Yeah, well, I don't really have much more to offer here. This is just my opinion. This is where, so just in a quick recap right here, Laken Hope Riley, who is a student was a student at the university, Augusta University, and a nursing student. And it's just right next door to the University of Georgia. Apparently she went there prior for 2 years. And then, you know, she would jog around here. So she went here to exercise, and her roommate knew that she was going to exercise. But where she lived, I don't know. And so she was exercising, jogging, and she was killed in this park over here. And she never returned to where she left from. Her roommate called in and said, hey, she's missing. And they searched for her and found her body right here in this jogging trail area here. I guess it's called Oconee Forest Park. And then today, there were 3 people that they questioned, but apparently it sounds like there's only one person of interest. And based on the look of the apartment complex off the street, it looked like it was in this Argo Apartments, and I'm absolutely certain it's the same apartments that they were searching. So it's this Argo apartment complex right here. It says Argo Apartment Community, it's called. And just looking at it, you can see that the back of it abuts to the park over here, and you could just go in and be in there. So that's interesting in itself. It's the only apartment complex that goes right to the wooded area. That's right along there. The chief of police, well, that was yesterday then. But we are not going to reveal where they are. Wouldn't have been the other evening, it was yesterday. Yeah, so maybe it could be the cameras, you know. That's why forestry school students had field experience there, at least when my hubby was there. Can you tell if there is an entrance close to the apartments? Yeah, we already looked for all that, Cindy. I'm not sure what you were doing, but let's see. Does anybody know where she lived, though? Let me try to find it. Maybe somehow she's lived in the same apartment for a couple of years or something. Hold on. Yeah, she's not even in a system. Nope. Let me try that again. Oh, there she is. Huh. All right, let's see. Does it give me an address? No. This is her, obviously. I mean, how many Lake and Rileys are there? But yeah, it's just far away from the campus. That was from probably a while ago. And that's probably where she normally lives. There's 2 addresses though. Let's see. Oh, wow, shoot, that one was in. Oh, let's try this one. This one's in Athens. Okay, here we go. This one is this is from April of 2023. So, it's right over here. But we can guess that maybe she lived here. So that kind of changes that a little bit now. So I think she lived right there. Perhaps. I mean, this is back in April of 2023. So that's not less than a year ago. Obviously, when you're in college, you move around a lot. But that seems like that's where she lived when, obviously in April of 2023. So and that is in Athens here. But this is the apartment complex where the individual was questioned today. All right, you guys. Well, thank you all for being here and showing up for this impromptu live stream. Just giving you the newer information. There isn't really a ton of extra details, but hopefully there'll be another press conference or something later in the evening where we'll get more information. And if they make an arrest, that likely means they found their guy right away. I don't know, Gray. I heard of false arrests. Yeah, they do happen. Yep. Very rare, but they do happen. Okay, so thank you out there to Danielle, Holly Miranda, Tamster, Sandy Shirley, Salty, and M22 became a new member. All right. So thank you for watching. And we'll obviously, I think we'll go over this tonight if you guys are interested. I think it's hopefully there's more information. I'll try to dig around. If you see anything that has a whole bunch of information, send it my way to email. We can incorporate that. Okay. So again, thanks everybody. We'll see you guys this evening. And as I always say, until next time, be safe out there. Okay, Cindy? Cindy J. Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now. And during this whole time, I have not seen one person that is a crime dissector, plug rejector. I'm a certified human lie detector. Gonna get ya on a stretcher if you try and play me like an old projector. Crime sector is my nectar. Professor Gray is gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freak connector, and I'm always gonna be a protector. Fool deflector, interceptor, and I'm meaner than a spectre with a vector on his pector. With all respect, y'all, just remember I've a temple fucking check ya. I have no agenda, I'm a pretender, and I'll serve it to you straight without a blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender. Yeah, so I'll just get right back to work. All right, everybody? Talk to you later.
Huh? It's a house!